Welcome to At the Capitol with Gail, with State Representative Gail Kulick Jackson. I'm Mike Howard. Representative, thanks for coming into the studio today.
My pleasure.
Well, a lot's happened since we were here last, and the big item is the capital investment or bonding bill. Let's remind folks again what that is, what it really means to do this bonding, and what are the benefits for the state now that we've got a bonding bill that's passed into law.
Yeah, I'd love to, Mike. And I want to take an opportunity just to take care of some of the concerns and fears of my constituents who have been reaching out to me. They have an understandable misunderstanding about what it means to do a bonding bill, and many think that we're spending $1 billion more right now and that it's going to affect our current deficit, and it isn't. Folks need to know that not only are we preserving assets we already own and building new assets for the state, but also putting people to work, and we're doing it by selling bonds at great interest rates and paying them off over the long term. So think of it like buying a house. You make house payments over the long term. You don't pay for the whole house this year, and we are going to balance the budget. We're constitutionally mandated to do that, and a bonding payment is always part of the state budget, part of the governor's guidelines, and we have a pretty good, strong bonding bill. Not everything I'd want, though.
Yeah, as I understand, I mean, we've been doing bonding for over 100 years. It's how we have schools and wastewater facilities, just like a business that would take out a loan to grow their business and return a profit.
Absolutely, that's exactly what we're doing.
Well, let's talk about some of those projects, some that are in and some that are disappointingly out due to the governor's veto.
Well, I personally was advocating for 3 projects in the bonding bill that are good for my area. Not only do they take care of the infrastructure that we have, but creating jobs for people. And one is part of the Historical Society bill. Our State Historical Society owns a house called the Ayers House near Onamia, Minnesota. And that house has unfortunately never been touched. We want to keep it in good shape. It was owned by the folks who first came up to trade with the Indians. That passed and is part of it, as is a pedestrian bridge, a replacement bridge in the city of Malacca. It's replacing a bridge that was built, interestingly, by the federal government under also a jobs creation program called the WPA. Now, the disappointing part of the bonding bill was that the line item veto hit our Princeton Public Safety Project, and that was a huge disappointment because while I agree with the governor, we do need to prioritize which projects are more important than others. I was frankly surprised that some of the projects like Orchestra Hall and volleyball courts were considered to be priorities over public safety.
Yeah, because talk a little about the project. I mean, it's a regional significance, something that affects not only Princeton but the whole region, and is something that's needed.
Absolutely. Princeton has been designated as the Regional Center for Emergency Response Agencies. 24 state, local, and federal agencies, everything from FEMA to Homeland Security, in case of any sort of an emergency, be it a pandemic, a bomb scare like Princeton had last year, a tornado. And in addition, it's also a reception and decontamination site for Monticello Nuclear Plant. So it's quite regional in nature. And unfortunately, some had characterized this bill as the city of Princeton looking for the state taxpayers to build a fire hall, but that really wasn't true. Princeton is building its own fire hall, but we wanted the additional space to decontaminate people and vehicles, and also for these emergency response teams to have storage, desk space, and good communications.
Well, there's been many people, local officials that have worked on this project that you've worked together with, and throughout the process it's gained support from Democrats and Republicans. So would it be correct to say that going forward there's still a coalition of people working to get this project passed?
Absolutely, and it's been so heartening because I love working with my local government units. The city of Princeton's been phenomenal, and of course, the folks in the city of Princeton, from the council to the economic development person and the mayor, they are from both sides of the political spectrum, and yet we've all worked together for this, and they know that I'm not going to let it go, that I hope to be here next year. I hope to get reelected, and we're going to put it right back on in front of everybody so that the next opportunity to bond in 2012, we're going to come back. It's that important of a project to the region.
Well, we only have about a minute left. Big picture, though, it's pretty unprecedented to pass a bonding bill this early, and I think that is a testament to folks realizing the importance of getting folks back to work.
Absolutely. You know, the governor's state economist told us that a strong bonding bill, really jobs-oriented, passed early, could be the jump start that we need to get out of this economic recession, because we need to put people back to work. We knew that there would be 20,000 or more jobs created by these projects, and I can't wait to start breaking ground and put some Minnesotans back to work.
Thanks for joining us in the studio. This has been At the Capitol with Gail, State Representative Gail Kulick Jackson.